Coming right up, the Pistons taking on the Timberwolves. For Detroit, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Timberwolves, Pistons, and back in a moment for the tip-off. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for Mike Conley.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Randall throws it down.
Going towards the basket, that's when Randall's most dangerous.
Now the Pistons with it. Cunningham kicks to Harris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Tobias Harris Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Harris drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Edwards driving the lane. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Cunningham dishes it to Hardaway. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Here's Edwards. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Free throw good, Edwards. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's McDaniels.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. McDaniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Cunningham left side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And the Pistons with possession here, trailing by 5, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Here's Randall, and slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Pistons trail by 6. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. get a chance to check out the seeding out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Minnesota. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
I think for Minnesota, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. During the pass to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Conley against Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 6. Randall down low, working on Thompson.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, it's Harris. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 8.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And Randall throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's Detroit with it after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Minnesota with it, leading by 5. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Here's Harris. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Harris finds Cunningham. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for him.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Now here's Randall. A 26-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Cunningham following the basket by Julius Randle. Cunningham against Conley. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On the wing, Hardaway takes the 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Edwards' shot is good.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Pistons trail by 7. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Beasley's checked in for Detroit. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 7. Hardaway kicks to Harris. Count it. Harris has got 12.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Beasley. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. Got that one up quick. He's got 13.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Harris outside. DiVincenzo against Hardaway. Beasley with a clean look. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, that's Beasley's shot right there. He loves to rise and fire and knock them down from behind the arc.
Three-pointer, Randall. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for the Pistons. 8-point game. Pass to Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Misses the three.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Conley gets the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Timberwolves leading by 11. DiVincenzo finds Conley. Here's the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And here's Cunningham. Michael Conley getting his three to go. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
A three for DiVincenzo. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
So it's the Pistons now, following the three by Minnesota. Hardaway is screen on Conley. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Randall, takes it inside, and Randall throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside. getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's Hardaway. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Cunningham for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 13. It's Randall with the drive. Duren pulls it in. And for the Pistons, they're shooting an outstanding 61% in the early goings. Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Here's Hardaway. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Floats one up. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Come on, get out for your Timberwolves.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Asar Thompson in for Hardaway. Timberwolves leading by 13, and there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Here is Cunningham. Michael Conley making his last shot, and that one good.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Thompson. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pistons trail by 13. Easily outside. Pass to Holland. Cunningham against Conley. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Reed finds Alexander Walker. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 23. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 16. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on the show on that drive.
Beasley for three. And the three ball is good. Beasley's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Right side, Conley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pistons trail by 18. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Schroeder outside. 4 on the shot clock. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Minnesota leading by 18. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Beasley for 3. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Beasley. Nobody near Schroeder. Detroit, no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Clark. That shot missing. Good D by Thompson.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Beasley. Pass to Holland. From deep. Good on the triple. Holland's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniel.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 17. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
You know, there's a fearlessness to DiVincenzo's game that I love watching. I mean, he's willing to give up his body on just about any kind of play.
Pistons trail by 17. Thompson with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. The shot by Stewart with no one around. No good on the three. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. 11 feet away. Second chance shot. And Reed with the lay-in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now Beasley, 6 points for him. Launches a 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Beasley. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Here's McDaniels. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Tipped away. On the wing, Thompson. Stewart, a screen for Thompson. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And that one is hammered home.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
First trip to the line for him here.
DiVincenzo.
The first one falls.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Clark. And then for Detroit, Harris is checked in for Holland. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Thompson. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Naz Reid.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Pass to Cunningham. Over Edwards. Cunningham's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Gobert. Knocks down the three ball. Gobert's got himself on the board with three there.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris from outside the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves leading by 21. For three, Edwards. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 22 points.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Detroit's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. The kick out to Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Schroeder against DiVincenzo. Charity stripe shot. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. The Pistons second. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And since mid-season, I think these two teams have really picked up their respective defenses, forcing turnovers and creating a lot of points as a result.
And that one misses.
And Beasley, his responsibility is to score the basketball and help space the floor with his outside shooting.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Reed. Dillingham comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes in for Dennis Schroeder. He hits the second from the line.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
Conley with it, picked up by Harris. Conley gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I can use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Harris outside. He's looking for Duren and finds him. And that's going to be a travel.
And checking out the numbers for Anthony Edwards. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 27 points per 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Dillingham. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Hardaway for three. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Conley feeling it out. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Outside Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Cunningham against Conley. Thompson outside. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass break Detroit. Thompson with it. Conley picks him up. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Connects on the 9-footer. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Here's Conley. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Hardaway for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And then Randall slams it in.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Detroit with the ball. Now here's Cunningham, and he has 28 points for the game. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Here's Duren. That one goes. Count it. Duren's got his first points in this one.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
1:10 left to play here in the half. Randall against Harris. Down low. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And on the drive, Randall gets a ton of momentum, and that turns into airtime for the slam.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Harris. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pulls up on the wing. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Randall with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Randall with the bucket.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Harris outside. Fires the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight. Minnesota leading by 23. And here is McDaniel. He's got 8. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Conley gets the bucket.
Everything Conley does out there is purposeful.
Cunningham with it. Into the lane. The teardrop falls in. Cunningham's got 30 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
These are return from the court. And get ready for the fifth half-court shot. Rumble. They're taking about the shots. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So it's the Pistons now. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Harris a screen on Cunningham for 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards inside. By Hardaway.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And, well, Detroit shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Hardaway, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Edwards. For 3, Harris. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. To the wing right side. Duren against Gobert, and Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Edwards against Hardaway. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Harris outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his third assist on the night. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then Randall slams it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Hardaway for three, and another three for Detroit.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Pistons. Thompson for the triple. Harris falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
Conley against Cunningham. Conley gets the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
On the corner of the right squad. It's Minnesota. Make some noise.
Job they've done converting turnovers into points. Second in the league in that category. It really speaks to their collective tenacity.
And you brought up their ranking in blocks. They commit those big bodies down low, Greg, and don't let any shot go unchallenged inside. So it's the Pistons now. Back to Duran. Hardaway for three. Julius Randle with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Conley finds McDaniel. Over Thompson. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Harris outside. Detroit, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 23. Randall down low, working on Thompson. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Cunningham looking it over. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's McDaniels driving to the basket.
My goodness. Daniels gets downhill in a hurry.
Here's Cunningham. 30 points in the game. Harris outside. Hardaway kicks to Thompson. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Gobert. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defenders something extra to think about.
Thompson outside. Harris against Gobert. Will it go? And it's Tobias Harris with the 3. Harris has got 25 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Cunningham for 3. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota calls timeout. We get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. You look at Detroit. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And checking out Detroit, they've stayed right there
just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Conley against Cunningham. Count the basket. Conley's got 26 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Now here is Harris. Back to Hardaway. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now Conley. He's got 26. And he makes good on the layup. Conley's got 8 here in the quarter.
Once Conley finds an offensive rhythm, he can be hard to contain.
Conley against Cunningham. Thompson outside. On the wing, Harris. He's got 25. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And then for Detroit, Malik Beasley comes in for Hardaway, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. And Minnesota has possession. Here's DiVincenzo.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Good on the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 15.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
DiVincenzo against Schroeder.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Thompson passes to Duren. Here's Harris, covered by Miller, and there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul, and the Timberwolves making a change here. Inod's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in for Asar Thompson. Here's Schroeder. He has 6. Stewart in the corner. Offensive rebound. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Schroeder against DiVincenzo. Fades back. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his 2nd season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
First one falls for him.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Holland, he's checked in for Harris. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now here's DiVincenzo. 17 points in the game. Here's Clark. Holland with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Duren finds Beasley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Beasley's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Clark. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Clark's got his second basket of the night.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Knocked away. Here's Beasley. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Pass to Reed. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Holland. He's got 5. Here's Duren. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Don't usually see him shooting the 3. 8 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Detroit. Fontecchio's checked in. Good on the second free throw. 1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. It's Schroeder with the drive. That one falls. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
To the middle, here's Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 15 points for Malik Beasley.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Reed. Rebounded by the Pistons. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Schroeder. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
DiVincenzo against Schroeder. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
DiVincenzo really setting the tone offensively. Fantastic stuff from him tonight.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Stewart. Schroeder against DiVincenzo. From downtown, DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 4 seconds left. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
The Timberwolves with only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
1 shot.
And so it's Minnesota rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Timberwolves shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Reed is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Schroeder with the ball. Schroeder setting the pick for Beasley. There's the triple. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now Dillingham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fontecchio. From the stripe. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
I tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Schroeder outside. Stewart with it. Guarded by Reed. Now, Fontecchio. A three-pointer off the mark. Alexander Walker with the ball. Beasley with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Holland, and he banks in the layup.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Reed, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Naz Reed is a very good shooting big.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Holland. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Beasley, the pass to Schroeder. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Beasley, the pass to Holland. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed. And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
For Detroit, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Beasley for 3. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Over Beasley. Miller, no luck.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Here's Holland. Off target with his 3. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Dillingham with the bucket. Here's Beasley. Schroeder outside. Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. It's tipped. Now Dillingham. Shoots over Schroeder. That one wide left.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And the wing jumper offline. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Schroeder up top. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the Timberwolves call time here. almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Holland. Tobias Harris comes in for Fontecchio. Hardaway's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Pistons have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
The Timberwolves have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And it goes down 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
A nice shot by Harris.
Boy, he sure is a talented combo forward with terrific feel for the game. Harris can score in bunches.
Hardaway against DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And that one drops.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Harris kicks to Stewart. No good with the triple. Here's DiVincenzo. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
A clear look for Hardaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist in the game. Minnesota calls timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You dare to.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. The Timberwolves shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Here's DiVincenzo, and too long on the shot. Pistons shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
No good on that one. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that. Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
Wasted no time on that one. DiVincenzo's got 14 points now in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Reed against Hardaway. Releases. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Outside Hardaway. In the corner, it's Harris. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Harris has got 30 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Dillingham. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Detroit's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. To the inside. Shot's good by Duran.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Here's Hardaway. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Over Hardaway. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Reed's got 6 here in this quarter.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Fires from 14. Harris's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And, well, Detroit shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Here's DiVincenzo. That one off the back iron and out. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Cunningham, and there's the drive. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Dillingham with the bucket. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirmed what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Conley.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Minnesota calls timeout. 56 seconds left in the game. Minnesota making a switch.
Make some noise.
Reed against Harris. Reed misses. Pistons shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Cunningham outside to the paint. Duren, and Duren slams it in.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
DiVincenzo against Cunningham. It's stolen by Cunningham. Some solid defense from Clark. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson outside. Hardaway for 3. Reed with the rebound. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
And I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Conley.